Hey everybody, Chad with Highlander Assault. We are actually a little early. We have our special guests. We forgot they're on Eastern time, so we're a little early, but you guys can always go back and watch the replays. That being said, I know you guys all missed Irish Matt last week, so we'll go ahead and play him in.
Say, kiss my Irish ass. You better kiss my Irish ass.
Good on, Chad.
How's it
How
going?
you doing, Bob?
Doing
all
right.
Good here, all good.
I just got back from the race site. We'll talk a little bit more about that here in a second.
All right.
But, I'll go ahead and let you introduce our friends that are going to join us today, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, two good friends of mine, Adam Francis and Jeremy Charlo from Operation Enduring Warrior. Gracious enough to come and join us now at Highlander Assault. They're going to be representing anybody that's interested in finding out about them, obviously listening tonight, but they will be there and always willing and open to talk to people when they get out to the race sites. That's how I met them, and we've become good friends ever since. So I would encourage people to find out about their story, look into their website. I'm sure the guys will give you more information on that. But yeah, it's good to be back.
Good to have you. We'll go ahead and play them in here real quick, and we'll get them on.
The song of my people. Yes, I love this.
Welcome, gang.
How's it going?
Thanks for having us, gents.
Certainly. We'll get the ball rolling. If you want to just introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about yourselves and go from there.
Go ahead. You start, Adam. All right, I guess I'm starting. Yeah, you go, Adam.
All right. So my name is Adam Francis. I'm a team member with Operation Enduring Warrior as well as an honoree. I was a Army Medic Reserve. I'm currently a police officer. And I've been with the organization since 2018.
All right.
My name's Jeremy Charlo. I've also been with the organization since about 2018. I came on as an honoree. I was a police officer for about 13 years. I was ambushed and shot on a traffic stop. After my injury, I found the depths of a bottle, an abyss, the best way to put it. And Operation Enduring Warrior found me and made friends with guys like Adam, who showed me a new path, a healing path, the one that allows for amazing things rather than one that ends in the bottom of a bottle every night.
That's good. And what is OEW, Operation Enduring Warrior, to anybody that doesn't know?
Go ahead,
So
Adam.
Operation Enduring Warrior is a 501c3. We're an all-volunteer organization. We have no paid positions at this time. All right, so our mission is to honor, empower, and motivate our nation's wounded service members, police officers, and firefighters after they've sustained a life-altering injury. And that injury can be anything from, as Jeremy said, being shot in line of duty or finding the depths of the bottle and dealing with depression.
Okay. And what do you...
Yeah, the organization's broken up into kind of 5 programs. We have an adventure program. We have a race program, which is what we're going to be participating with you guys in, going out and doing these obstacle course races, things like that. We have a Warrior's Voice program, which we consider our speaking program. That's kind of what we're doing here today. And hopefully we'll get Adam up on the stage and he'll say a few words to everybody there at the Highlander Assault. We have a skydive program, and I'm missing one. Which one am I missing, Adam?
Archery.
Archery, yep, the archery program. In fact, I believe with the archery program, I might be getting a bow the weekend I come down there, so I can start learning how to do the archery stuff.
Bring it with you.
Yeah, that's Adam's bringing it with me. Yeah, it's his old bow. He's upgraded, and so he's going to gift me his old bow, and I'm going to learn how to shoot a bow to try to get involved in this a little bit more.
And tell me, is this
super easy?
going to be your first time in Illinois?
Oh my God! I actually was. I grew up in Michigan, but I was a police officer in Illinois. So I lived in Illinois for about 20 some odd years total. I was a police officer for about 13 of those years in Mahomet, Illinois, just a couple hours south of you guys.
Sorry, Adam, I interrupted you there. There's a bit of a delay. My bad, Adam.
No worries, man.
So you guys are gracious enough to come up, and you are going to be doing the honoree program at Highlander. This will be the first one, and it most certainly won't be the last. We'll be very happy to have you, and looking forward to a few words that you give us, Adam. I was telling Jeremy too, we'll have the bagpiper play in, so people will be looking forward to seeing that. I've already spoken to our piper Vinny, and he's going to have a nice show set on for you. But more importantly, we'll be listening to the words that you have to say, and if anybody sees you guys out in the course, to encourage you along, so. Really looking forward to that. I had one thing to ask you though. What is one of the biggest challenges you find doing these courses? I mean, obviously you're coming out with a full rig on and things like that. But what's your biggest challenge? Logistics.
Yeah, logistics generally. Yeah, a lot of times logistics getting there is usually a hard one. We go all over the country doing these things. We have one coming up in the middle of nowhere, Utah. It's like a 2-hour drive from the closest airport. So logistics is always an issue. But even more than that, the emotions in these events are so heavy. It goes from there's emotional swings. You'll go from one moment where you're seeing a guy who may have never thought he was able to do something like climb a rope to doing it with the help of his crew. And man, just thank God sometimes, some of the guys have those masks on because it hides the tears.
Oh, wow.
There's only one way to eat an elephant, and that's one bite at a time.
Right. So a lot of these things are really big endurance events, and there's a lot of up and down and emotion, a lot of time to really connect with the guys. And in that connection, you're building these lifelong like family, man. And I can't tell you, so the race itself isn't the hard part. The hard part is everything after that, talking with your guys and then making sure that you continue that afterwards. It's great.
Mm-hmm. For me, the hardest part of any of these events, whether I'm, participating as a team member or an honoree, is saying goodbye. There's such a strong bond that gets built around trauma, right? And, the mechanisms of injury may be different. The injuries may be different, but, you can take a firefighter, a police officer, and a service member, put them in the same room, and we all have the same issues, So when we get to see each other, because I live in the middle of nowhere in New York, I mean, there's no one close by me. So when we get together, it's like, going home for Christmas. The hardest part.
It's almost therapeutic. It sounds like, just meeting up with everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
I've said multiple times, these races, when we go to one of these things, it kind of recharges my batteries. It gives me something. It gives me a way to go for the next 3-4 months, until I get to see my family again. And I can't tell you how many times I've relied on that, knowing my next race, my next time I'm going to get to be with these guys, reconnect, and then the other part of that is, I might not talk to Adam for a week, but then, we have a conversation 2:00 in the morning. He'll call, I'll call him, whatever. He always picks up the phone. Doesn't matter when, doesn't matter how, we've built those relationships with these guys like Adam, and, we do get that connection, but it's not the same as being able to give the man a hug and be like, I missed you, man.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's one of the things that drew me to you guys. Obviously, I'm not a service person. I did definitely have trauma. Everybody has a bit of trauma in their own lives, I guess. But my thing is, I came to the OCR looking for family. I'm a long way from home, and I like this whole community that it brings. So maybe that's why I have such a strong, endearing sort of link or why I like your organization a lot, because I see the camaraderie there. And that's something and you hit the nail on the head. It is almost like going home for a Christmas or a vacation. I looked at that War-X one and Highlander as well, just to meet up with people. And I feel a bit dejected when I leave, a couple of weeks or a week or so after. So I can only imagine how you guys feel.
I call it a hangover after one of these events. It's like almost an emotional hangover. Even if you don't drink, you just have those couple days where you just feel like you've been kicked in the stomach and like everything's mowed down, and but that's where you reach out to the guys. You keep talking, and things make it to the next time.
Yeah. Well, Chad, no, go ahead.
Yeah, the other thing is, that the organization provides that I don't think a lot of people understand, especially if they're not in the first responder community or military community, is it's really nice to hang out with a group of individuals and make a joke and not hear like actually, because you don't lose that sense of humor, because that's how we get through life. So it's nice to walk into a community and be able to make those jokes and not be like, oh, I'll just see myself out now.
Yeah, you're canceled. But tell me this: what can people come up and get some information of you guys when they're up there? They can come up and approach you. There's a website that you have. There's donations that people can donate to your organization. Anything I'm missing?
No, not at all. I would say a couple things that we are really looking forward to. We're always in the market for more masked athletes. More, we have a team put together to help our honorees to get through these courses. And sometimes we're hurting for guys. We need to get more guys out there to make sure that we can take care of these honorees. So if you have a military background, you have a police background, fire background, we're looking for people to step up, earn a mask, because a mask isn't given; it's always earned. Become a team member and help these honorees like Adam, like myself, help us out, become part of that family. That's what we're always looking for. So EnduringWarrior.org is the website. You can find them on Facebook. I have my own Facebook as well, but it's not anything like OEW. That's where we need to push people towards. So.
Well, Chad there is a police officer, and I know quite a few of our owners are police officers. So, that's something you guys could have a talk to. I'm not going to drop you right in it, but there you go. There's a couple of potential recruits right there.
There you go.
Myself and 2 other police officers, and one of those guys also a veteran. So,
nice.
Yeah.
I love seeing you guys out there. It's always great to see you guys out on the course. I don't know how you do it in the gas mask. That's crazy. But, you guys were talking about being able to talk to each other without, other people saying things. To me, it's like when you have the OCR group like that, it's that brotherhood that you're probably missing a little bit, being back, off the street. But it's also that place where you can talk without worrying if your body camera's on or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, we're looking forward to having you guys out. When are you guys coming in?
Friday. We'll be coming in Friday. I'm driving in from north of Detroit. Adam's driving in from New York, so he's going to be driving in the farthest, as far as I know. Right. We'll get there Friday night. From what I understand, the race starts bright and early Saturday morning. So we'll be taking the course and going as hard as we can, as fast as we can, as great as we can.
Well, we'll take you out Friday. We'll give you a bit of a tour around. You'll get a bit of a sneak peek, and that's the least we can do for you. And obviously, there's a lot of people coming out too. And if we can do that for everyone, we would. But you guys are coming out first, so we'll give you a little bit of sneak peek of the course anyway. That's what we'll do for you, and you can let the world know what sort of a course that they can expect. I guess
That'd be great.
Let's do that.
Well, we're looking
I know you guys.
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, I know the guys don't have an awful lot of time, and this was a bit of an impromptu thing that we threw together, So go ahead, Chad.
I was just going to say the same thing there, Matt. We know you guys got to get to it so you can get ready for Highlander assault. I know you got other plans too. We actually have archery, so I would hope you got that bow early so you can get some practice in, Jeremy. But
oh no, he'll get that bow Friday when I get there.
Okay.
Wait, on the course there's archery?
Yeah.
yes.
Can
Really?
I bring my own bow to do that?
Of course.
It's like a 15-foot shot. I think you'll be all right.
I don't know.
Can throw the arrow.
I hate to throw myself under the bus, but I missed a deer at 13 yards this bow season.
Oh.
You're lying. Millions of people are going to hear that.
I got no info about it. I knew I was wrong. As soon as I hit the release, I peeked and I just watched the arrow nosedive, and I was like, "Oh, there goes that deer."
If you had your bow just happen to be sitting by at the archery station, I don't think we would mind if you used your own.
Wait, a catapult? Somebody's saying there's a catapult too?
There is a catapult, a siege.
It's basically like a giant slingshot. You got to shoot a castle with a ball thing. It's fun.
Oh,
All right.
I thought we were getting shot out of the catapult. I got real excited there for a minute.
Next year.
I thought we could have you run in front of the catapult so we could see the action.
Oh,
There you
there you go.
I mean, listen, I'm a redneck kid. It wouldn't be past me to get some stretchy tubing in a four-wheeler.
Well, it's like you tell the kids about your BB gun wars when you're a kid, they don't believe you.
I still
Right.
got one, so my kids believe me.
I can't, but yeah, the kids don't know what it's like. I mean, we went out there and shot each other. Like, it was full on. Like, forget airsoft. Like,
Bruises, yeah.
Fourth of
well,
July.
if you had the pump up one, you could pump that one enough where they would embed in your skin.
Oh, yeah. Sure. All right, guys, you guys
Well,
got anything else to add, or you want to head on out?
Adam, you got anything, brother?
Yeah, there's just one more thing I want to say about the organization is we also have what are called community ambassadors who can come out and help us on the course.
Mhm.
And just because we service fire, military, and law enforcement doesn't mean that's the only people we allow into our organization. We take everybody. And what's really awesome about that is when you have civilians, and we have some civilians that have way more trauma, and you listen to their story and they're like, I don't know how you do it. It's nice for those individuals as well to be around a group of people because I say unfortunately, you know, people in those communities get put on a pedestal and most civilians don't think, well, you know, they could have PTSD. I'm not as strong as them, you know, and it's so awesome and rewarding when, you know, you can help somebody overcome trauma.
Yeah. I didn't know that, Adam. I thought it was just strictly for, you know, service members and stuff. I didn't know there was positions there for ambassadors. So that's something that I think I'd like to talk to you guys about whenever you get down, and anybody else that shows up to our race. That's interesting. I'm glad you brought that up, actually.
Yeah. Yep.
Absolutely. Thank you. That was a very good point, Adam. Loved it.
Is
Yeah.
that still the same process? Just go to the website if you're interested in that.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a tab for it. I believe it's called OCA or Community Ambassador on the webpage. It's pretty easy to find.
Okay.
We're all not the smartest people, so we try to make our webpage as easy to find as possible and easy to navigate. So you just go right in there. There's also a donate button. All of our social media is linked on the webpage too.
Okay.
Very cool.
Definitely check that out. We put a link to that at the bottom of this whenever it's posted out, you know, your website and stuff. And then obviously people will get to talk to you June 8th at our race.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll as soon as I hang up, Matthew, I'll text you the link for the webpage.
Appreciate it, boss man.
Awesome.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much for joining us. I know, again, it was very impromptu. You're both busy men. You've got early starts, as we all do, but I don't think 5:30. I'll not be starting until like 6:30. But anyway, thank you so much, and really look forward to seeing you next week.
Yeah, I can't wait
Yes,
to
sir.
meet you guys.
You're going to
It'll
have a
be
ball.
good seeing you. It's been since, the last War-X when we all sat
Yeah.
around and
Yeah.
said hi. And yeah, it's been a while.
It has. It gets better. It gets better and better, though, as the years go on. I notice anytime I get into War-X, you know, it just becomes more and more. It's just, I don't know. It's hard to explain to people unless they experience going to these OCRs and meeting up with people like they come back to you again. But I think, Adam, you hit the nail on the head. It's just like going back at Christmas or something like that. You know, it really is just like family getting together. That's the one thing I love about it. So thanks,
Yeah.
guys. I could go on all night about it, but I won't.
Yeah, and that's the community we try to build in OEW is it's family. You know, you don't have to have the same parents or be a blood relative to be family.
Right.
Yep. 100%.
All right, guys.
Thank you much.
Gentlemen,
easy.
have fun.
Safe journeys, guys.
All the best.
Bye.
Talk to you soon.
That just leaves two.
Great lads.
Yeah, awesome. I love that they have the ambassador thing. I didn't know that, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely is. I didn't know that either, actually.
I thought it was just military. I didn't realize it was law enforcement as well. So that kind of even hits even more for us, you know, knowing that we got some of our brothers and sisters in there as well. So
Yeah. I did think you knew that, but there you go. That's the purpose is having some of these Facebook Lives or whatever they're called. You know,
So,
Right.
hey,
What's going on with the race, man? What's going on up there at Highlander? I missed today, but I was up yesterday. Got the scaffolding. Thank you to our friends at our local races that people share things around and pass things around. So I went up to, what was it called? That the Gladiator? No, what was that one called at the weekend? Sorry, I'm just having a brain fart. There was an OCR just passed there at the weekend. Was it Woodstock?
Yeah, Muddy Bunker.
Muddy Bunker. Sorry, I had a brain fart.
I heard it's a good course, however.
Welcome to All Things Scottish. Our slogan is, if it's no Scottish, it's crap! Well,
Oh, hey.
No, yeah, that's always a good one from what I understand. So we've been out today, kind of getting things ready. We got the map drawn out. We got the obstacles, where they're going. They're all inside the big Connex box on the giant map. Mike put that together. I think Scott helped him kind of place some of those obstacles. Got some of the festival area kind of started. We're still kind of waiting on, we had some issues with getting the grass cut. So we're still trying to figure that out. We thought it'd be done for us, but it wasn't. So we'll have to move on and figure that out. So kind of delayed as far as that goes. We could have got a lot of stuff done, but with that being said, the grass was too high to move some things. So
anybody listening now, obviously we can get a cut and all the rest of it, but if anybody has good quality lawnmowers and they got a bit of time and they want to come up and help us cut down a bit of that grass, many hands make light work, right, Chad?
well, yeah, absolutely.
You know?
We'll get it done. So a little behind as far as that goes, but we're going to get the obstacles out tomorrow with the big skid steer, big forklift for those that don't know what that is, basically. Moves the obstacles into place. Thank goodness we get to use that now. Just building each one by hand on site was horrible. So it should be pretty quick, hopefully a day or two if the weather cooperates. We'll move on into Tuesday, kind of moving some of those obstacles, getting things set up, what kind of hand grips and things are going to go on the rigs. Kind of start the final touches of the obstacles, get the ratchet straps to secure some of those things down. Then we get into Wednesday, the final touches on the obstacles. We start to get the race marked with arrows. Some of the tape will go out. The village will really start to come together. And then Thursdays, kind of those final touches on everything. Wrap up the village, wrap up the race tape, signs, those kind of things. We're hoping that maybe the Highlander crew, us owners, can get out Friday morning and run it. But that all depends on how fast we get this stuff done. So if you want to come out and help volunteer so we can get that all done, we really would appreciate it. So we're not scrambling all the way through the night, Friday night, right before the race. Much appreciated if you can do that. Other than that, medals are in. T-shirts are being made right now. We got some new merchandise, just a few things, but there is some new merchandise coming. We have our DJ is going to be coming out midday. We'll have some music playing before then, but we'll have a DJ that can kind of get that vibe up a little bit higher going into the evening. Bagpipes are going to be playing, and Matt will be doing some stuff on stage, some contests, things like that. So we're all excited. Tomorrow I'm going to get out and do it all over again. Get up there probably about 9 o'clock and get rolling. So when are you coming up there?
I'll be up Wednesday. So Wednesday I've got a half day, and then I'm off Thursday and Friday from work. So I'll be up Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I'll probably try and get up Tuesday evening as well if I have time. Just a reminder for everybody, don't forget, bring some gazebos, bring some tents, if you're staying for the whole day. What about grills and things? I don't think people are going to need them because we got wonderful food trucks and things, right? But little fire pits and things like that. If you want to bring a little solo stove for a fire pit, by all means.
I would say maybe for after, if you're camping out later, but
right.
We got to be able to keep our food trucks coming back. So if people are all cooking their own food, then they're not eating their food. So
obviously, you're right.
Don't bring a whole bunch of food. If you're bringing snacks, that's fine, but please patron our food trucks and food vendors. It's a good thought if you're camping, but again, we got to be able to keep those. We have a minimum that we have to meet for them to come back, so we want to get them back. So bring. Most of them do take credit cards and cash. Always have some cash on hand. I know our parking is going to be cash, $10 if you're not prepaid. $10 for parking. Tent camping is going to be $30. So right before, you guys can bring the tents like Matt was saying if you're staying throughout the day. If you're not camping, that's fine. But once we get to dark ages, we're going to start putting a sticker on everybody's tent or camper to show that you paid. So when everything closes down, if you don't have a sticker and you don't want to pay, thanks for coming. We loved having you, but you got to go.
Insurance. What was the other thing I was thinking about too? Yeah, make sure you bring a bit of cash for our foundation. That'll be there raising money. Yeah, you'll get an opportunity to throw some nasty eggs and bits and pieces of stuff. You can, what was that you were saying, Chad? You can jump into the stocks and throw stuff at Chad if you wish, or Big Mike.
I thought it was you. So,
or whoever, a couple of kids that you don't like, you can throw stuff at them, whatever. We'll find somebody for you to throw things at. But anyway, all joking aside, this is a wonderful foundation, and we're glad to have them. So if you want to give money to a good cause, by all means, come on out, bring some cash. A
little bit more on that. I'm glad you brought that up. So Hope for Warriors will be out. I'll let them kind of explain what their charity is for. It is a cancer charity for children and young adults, I believe. I'll let them go a little bit more on race day on that. But they do have some great ideas for raising money for their organization that kind of benefits all of us. They're going to have a 50-50 raffle. If you're not familiar with 50-50 raffle, what that is you put in a amount, they give you tickets. At the end of the day, they'll draw one, and whoever wins gets half the money. So if they raise $1,000, 500 will go back to you, and then the organization keeps 500. So it's a win-win. They also were donated some Chicago Bears tickets. I believe it's 2. So you can, they're going to have raffles for those. So you can buy tickets just for the Chicago Bears tickets. And then they also have a lovely weekend deal at one of the water parks up in the Dells for the family. So you can put in for that. Yeah, so they got it all set up. They'll be on stage kind of talking about the charity, offering those cool raffles and 50-50s. And then we were going to raise some money for them by allowing you folks to purchase some fruits and vegetables to throw at any Highlander that you wish. So,
thank you.
Yes. Does that make you feel better?
A little bit, yeah. Unless they're all going to start picking me. I want to throw it at him, So whatever. As long as we raise money for a good cause, I don't care what we do, Yes.
So we'll have them out. We'll have Operation Enduring Warrior out. It's going to be great. We also are going to have some of our sponsors, which I'll talk about those here in a second. We also will have the United States Air Marshals will be out with a recruitment table. If you ever thought about serving your country, this is another way to do that with a great job where you get to travel. U.S. Air Marshals, they'll be on site. I believe it's 35 and under. You are eligible to become an Air Marshal. So check them out. They'll be on site. How about your masterful woodworker? What's he going to be bringing out?
George will be there, and George is going to have a wonderful setup. I had a look at it the other day. Actually, he's going to have the table set up nice this year, and he will be raising money for his project, Veterans Closet in North Chicago. You have the opportunity to buy homemade, veteran-owned woodworking. Different. He's got anything you can think of, really, and you can also make. You can request things for him to order. I know Jason Finnegan ordered one of these. It must be about 12-foot long metal holders, But yeah, this man will make pretty much everything from a kitchen cabinet to a metal holder, Kids' toys. I mean, he makes my kids' toys every year, and I'm talking about the good, solid. I think he made a biplane one year, and then 3 or 4 trains for Emmett another year. A couple of things for Olivia, little puzzles he makes, So these guys are just talented, and we're thankful to have them because it's almost a dying trade. Nobody really knows how to well, a lot of people don't know how to work with their hands anymore or do, fix things themselves. It's always like Amazon will buy this, we'll buy that. So I don't know. It's nice to have people like that around, and it's for a good cause. So come out, say hello,
George made the stocks with you, the torture stocks.
Sure did.
And making a second one, or are we using that for pictures too?
We're going to use that one. Yeah, he hasn't enough time. We will have more. Again, if anybody wants, I don't know what you're into, but if anybody wants some stocks, we might even raffle those ones off.
It would be a
That's
great
something.
thing if you wanted to buy one for a Halloween decoration, later
Right.
on in the year. So he can do that for you too as well.
He really can. Like, he'll have his own table there. He'll not be there all day. George, he works very close with his church, and I believe that they're doing stuff that evening. So he will definitely be there in the morning. So make sure you swing by. He's a great man to talk to. His wife might be with him too. Lovely couple, and I have nothing but good things to say about them. And another thing, he was unfamiliar with this OCR world, and it's just a new thing to him. And he had such a good time the last time. People coming up and talking to him about this, that, and the other. And he likes doing things, but we bring so much joy to people by having people interact. It means so much to just to dialogue with people these days, and network and just sit down for a chat. I mean, it doesn't cost anything, just to sit down and talk to somebody and ask them questions or whatever. So anyway, I could go on.
So also, who will be out there? I'll just kind of go through some of these. First off, Defiant Nutrition, our friends from Ohio, will be coming up. If you are struggling with trying to figure out, just how do I get to that next level, Defiant Nutrition will be able to help you out. Stop by their booth. They'll help you out with plans that it's not just about, hey, here's a diet. They're going to set you up for a lifestyle change where you're incorporating exercise, diet, everything together to become a better person, better athlete, whatever you're looking for. Stop by Defiant Nutrition. They will be set up pretty close to the stage, so you can't miss them. And we look forward to having them as well. Our next sponsor that'll be out there will be Tactical Mixed Martial Arts. They will be out. They have a pretty big team. I think they're up to like 18 or 19, so they're starting to squeeze us a little bit, Matt.
Who's leading though, Chad?
Team Highlander Assault is up, I think, 29, but I know they got a few more to still sign up. So
yeah, Olivia has to sign up. That'll be 30.
And then I got Emmett Nello will be signing up to run. There's all the people that are waiting to volunteer too that are Team Highlander.
People are making it very easy for us then, Chad. Unless they want to start getting their teams in now, they're making it easy for us. It's almost like it's a fix. We're running away with our own event. So if anybody wants to challenge us, get your team signed up.
We didn't try to do that. It just happened to be that way.
I did.
So yeah. So the next one, speaking of biggest teams, AltaFit's up to, I believe, 22. So they're 7 behind.
Is that all? Those guys usually have 40. Come on, guys.
I think they were at like 80 at Savage Race, so I feel kind of slighted a little bit, but we'll see what they bring out. Hopefully they make a last-minute push. So our next sponsor is one of our newest sponsors. It's going to be State Farm. If you want to go ahead and check some new, really, really good rates, go ahead and contact Alex Hernandez. He asked me to share his phone number, so I'm going to. Contact Alex direct at 630-398-9436. 630-398-9436. He'll have all that information out at a tent as well, so you guys can see him on Saturday. Our next sponsor is going to be Frontline OCR. Frontline OCR has donated quite a bit of building material for us. We really do appreciate that. Thank you, Ed Leon. Another good race with a great cause as well. Make sure you check out Frontline. I believe they have the early bird pricing up. Make sure you sign up for that after you sign up for Highlander if you haven't yet. Our next one is going to be TL Smith. That's Tom. I don't know if any of you know who Tom is. I'm sure a lot of you do, actually. But Tom is probably our oldest runner, and he takes pride in that. I think he's 73 now. And he was just telling me a story today. Tom came out and helped volunteer. He painted a bunch of stuff for us. And he's 73, and he's telling me a story about how he's got to go up tomorrow to drive his mom. And I'm like, your mom? How old's your mom? I think he said she's like 97 or 96.
Has she signed up yet?
I think maybe we can get her on the Family Frenzy at least. It's only 2 miles.
Right?
But Tom, if you're listening, see if mom wants to go and do the Family Frenzy at least.
That would be awesome. That'd be some sort of record.
Yucca Diet's coming back, so stop by their tent. They'll have some. So that's a pre-made, very
Meal
healthy
plan.
a meal plan. So they'll be out. I'm sure he'll probably have some kind of samples for you. Let's see, who else do we have? I ran out of logos.
It's not a bad thing.
Let's see. Got those guys. I think I got most of them. If I missed you, I apologize. We'll get you on the next go round. We'll make you first.
Well, I say that I want to say this too, Chad. These people take the time to come out, and obviously they're gracious enough to, to come out to our events and to sponsor us. But even if you don't think it's pertinent to you, just swing by and say hello anyway. Because, like I said, some of them have made these journeys out. They've set the tent up early. Yeah.
Margaret said that Tom is actually 75.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
What do you put him at? 73? That's a compliment to him.
Yeah.
Anyway, back in. Go out, speak to these people. Just say hello, even if you don't think it's pertinent to you, or if you don't think it's something that, just come out, talk to them, chat, give them a bit of time. We got the whole day anyway, and sometimes people are sitting there and they like to hear from the racers and what's going on and how the race was. Berserker Brew, you forgot about them. Oh, Jesus. Don't talk to that guy. Berserker Brew, for your coffee, swing by.
So
He'll be there too.
I talked to Bland this week. I think he's bringing his son so they can both race. They're going to run, and he's going to be out, he said, from the beginning to the end. So he will be there throughout the day and night. So hardcore, man. Bland will be there. Don't worry, you will get your coffee. Bring money to buy coffee to keep it home.
And the jugs too. This guy got these big you've seen the big chalice that I have. He sells wonderful coffee mugs, all kinds of paraphernalia. I think he does clothing too. So there's a lot of cool stuff to buy out there, And again, go chat. Even if you're not going to buy anything, just have a chat to them.
We have so the morning time we will have food available as well. It's just Trish, if you're on the chat, let me know what the name of it is. I totally just blanked out. But we do have a tent that's coming out. They're making specialty flavored waffles for everybody in the morning. So you can stop by yourself a waffle to kind of get you a little bit of sugar energy going. I think some of them even are like crazy flavors like Captain Crunch and Fruity Pebbles inside the waffles. So that should be interesting. In the afternoon, we will have the barbecue truck out. So if you like barbecue, that's going to be your lunchtime meal. And then I believe around 3 or 4, we will have our taco truck coming. So you kind of got a little bit of everything. Plus you throw in Bland. You're good to go. You got food and drinks all day. So make sure you support them as well when you get out there. They're coming out there to support us. So we'd appreciate it if you take care of them as well. We will have the merchandise tent, like I said. We do have some of the stuff might be a little low in stock, but we do have some new things as well. So come and check us out. I know we have brand new, I think they're 27-ounce aluminum water bottles with the screw-off lid. That's pretty cool with the logo on it. We'll have that Siege Metal logo, like the classic logo, the new one. That's on a shirt. Some of you guys already have that shirt, but we'll have those. And then a bunch of hats, things like that. So stop by merch, do all that, and we're going to go. Oh, Northwest Rescue, I forgot them as a sponsor. That'll be our team out there making sure you guys are safe. We'll have the big black ambulance out there. Can't miss them. Great bunch of guys and girls. So stop by, thank them for coming out. They do that totally voluntarily for us. So we do appreciate that. What else you got, Matt?
Well done to the team, lads that were out there at that event at the weekend. I believe Eddie was there, Diana was there, Peter was there. The Wolfman was there too, I believe. So there's 4 or 5 of the guys out. So well done. I think they did pretty well. Eddie's in the comments. Sorry, Eddie, I have to approve his comments. I was just reading some of them. I'm sure they're quite enjoyable comments, and I will do that for you right away, Edward LeMay. I got you, bro.
Let's go through these comments real quick.
Let's do that, chat.
Mike Boyce, who is the race.
What does he look like? Mike Boyce, never seen him. What's he look like? Can you remind us?
I can't comment because it's a public video.
Man.
I don't want to offend anybody. What could I say? No, I'm just kidding. You guys know what Big Mike looks like. He's been out working on the course today, so I think he's probably just now going home. Probably driving and looking at his phone at the same time. Tim, looking forward to hanging out with you guys. That was for the OEM guys. Josh, awesome. That's probably for the ambassador thing. Mike, same thing. Don't forget the catapult. They brought that up. So Mike said that don't tempt him when I said make the catapult where we can launch it at people, I think. Muddy Bunker. We'd like to do a special thank you to Mike Omens, who was out all day. He was the first one there, probably the last one to leave. The guy volunteers his time. Doesn't have to, but he, just like us, has a passion for building these courses and watching people enjoy them. So a big thank you to Mike Omens. Again, we'll see you tomorrow morning, and thanks, bud. Matt, I haven't seen the jumper jacket lately. WTF.
Sure. Jumper jacket. Oh, that must be my Aaron sweater. You know what? I'll bring it to the race, Colin, and I'll let you not sniff it, wear it for a while. Eddie's going to be there Thursday. Mickey G. Michael is going to be there Friday. I believe Michael wants to come out and camp, possibly Friday. We might be able to make an exception if he's coming out Friday night. That's something you can speak to Chad with after. I think you should probably have it. You know what?
Who was that? Who are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't want to make a hash of your last name, Michael. Geisy. I'll be there Friday to help out in any way. Michael G.
I've already talked to them, Matt. We're all taken care of.
Understood. Approve my post, buddy boy. I will, Eddie. I got you. Josh the Juice, cash is king. It always is good. You're right. And Josh will be out all week. Eddie LeMay hopes he wins the Bears tickets. They are my favorite football team ever. I love the Bears. All right. Peter back. By any Highlander, if you mean Matt, then I'm in. Oh, PD. Let's see. Michael's throwing rocks at me. Hard-boiled, frozen.
You forgot Eddie's comment. Why are you skipping Eddie's where it says everybody's picking Matt to throw the tomatoes at?
I missed that one. Sorry. Didn't see that. I must have blacked out. Margaret looks good for 75. Margaret Harkin. She said she's 75. She's 75 as well. Nice one.
Yeah, not too bad.
No, she looks good for 75. I would have put her at 72. Josh the Juice is awesome. I think he's talking about me. Recovery Tea, ABC Nutrition. What else? Shad, go ahead. You can read better than me, can you?
ABC Nutrition. That's the folks that will have the waffles. They're also going to do, thanks for reminding me, guys, a recovery tea they'll have out there. Or no, wait, that's Bland will have that. But ABC Nutrition will have their own sets of teas out in the morning. If you want to try something other than coffee, Mike Boyce, who doesn't drink coffee, un-American. He's a tea drinker, kind of like the British. You know?
I bet he drinks it like this. He puts his little finger up when he's drinking.
I gotcha. Oh, well. We'll try to fix him someday. Let's see. Buy your size quick then. What is that for?
Oh, that's the merch.
For the merch, yeah. Yeah, buy it right away. Get out there. Get in line right away. Let's see. Eddie LeMay did a review on the for Bunker Hill.
Oh, that reminds me. Eddie's going to start putting his writing skills, because Eddie's written a couple of novels. So he's going to put his writing skills together, and he's going to start writing OCR reviews, which I think would be pretty cool. So that's something he's bringing up. Dan?
Can you? I think he needs to be more inclusive, though. He's only getting the elite racers in a lot of his stuff. He probably needs to add people like me, talk more about me in his writing. So I think that'd be great.
DNQ. That's not going to take long. He started, but he's still out there 3 days later. We should probably seek help.
All right.
Danny O'Shea is going to be out with us too, Chad.
Awesome,
from Thursday on.
He's not bad for an old timer.
He's definitely he'd be the same age as Margaret, would he? That boy.
He's not
in his 80s now, Danny.
Danny's like he's like Steve Martin. He went great early. He's still a youngster.
He doesn't play the banjo. Danny, since you're on, this is a special sneak peek, everybody. My new kilt came through. It's the Irish colours. Check it out. Colin Painter, I might even let you look at it. There you go. Colin seems to like the clothes that I wear. So there you are, Colin, into the fashion. Look at those colours, boy. That is the Irish tweed. That'll be worn for the first time ever at Highlander. So come over, say hello.
How many kilts do you have now?
3.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're catching up to me. I only got
I got
4.
that one, the Highlander one that we got, and then I got a thong one that only comes out once a month.
So just so you know, Sport Kilt just came out with a new style. It's called their hiking kilt.
Saw that.
And it's thinner than the regular sports kilt. It looks like it's probably better for OCR because it's not going to wick that moisture as much. So I might get one of those next just to kind of test it out. Stop it. I know what you're going to say.
Wankers.
Oh, Danny's. Oda P says, evening, lads. Thanks for all you do.
Oda P. Oh, that's another OEW lad. Good lad himself. Thong quilt. That's a story for another day.
We like to wear those in August.
Yeah.
Let's see. They were great. Peter Beck says Matt and Chad are fun guys.
Wild and crazy guys.
We try sometimes.
It's natural. This flows.
Yeah, it's all right unless we bring extra people on the show that just interrupt things. Or these two. Sometimes these two get in the way too. This guy will be out tomorrow. The guy on the left.
The boy on the right?
Yeah, Scotty McFitness. So if you're doing the family frenzy, Scotty McFitness will be there. He is going to be knighting all the children that get into the start line to make them honorary Scottish knights to go into battle for the family frenzy. So that should be pretty cool. Scotty McFitness will come out for that. I can't wait to see him again. It's been a while, Scotty. Hope you're doing all right. Probably better than this guy. Let's see. Do I got anything else for us?
No, but I have to put my boy to bed. He's already got 30 extra minutes, and his mom will probably kill me. She's working tonight. She's on call. So he's going to thank you tonight that he got 30 extra minutes. But I think all joking aside, I think we covered everything. I'm looking forward to this week. I'll be out, like I say, Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday. Anybody else that comes out, you know what? If you're on the team, put it on the team when you're coming out, so that way Chad will know and everybody will know when you're out and what
Sure, yeah.
That'll make it more organized. And then if you can bring equipment too.
HighlanderAssault.com. On the main page, if you scroll down just underneath where you can register, there's a little volunteer here. It really helps us if you click on that and fill in which time slot you're coming. That way we know in advance. That way I can get lunches already. Like, hey, these guys are coming out for 4 or 5 hours. Let's get them lunch together. So it kind of helps us prepare for those kind of things. So if you want to go on the website, do that. But you know what? If it's spontaneous, last minute, we love to have you just as much. So your call. If you want to do it either way, we're ready for you.
All right, lad.
All right, man. I'll touch base with you tomorrow, folks. We're gonna try to do one more live before the race. The way you see Matt and myself right now, we will not look like this on a Thursday before the race or a Friday before the race. You have circles under our eyes. It'll just look all beat up and tired. Probably lose like 5 or 10 pounds. It's a lot of work, folks.
And you know what? For our next live, we're going to invite one special guest for like 5-10 minutes. It'll more than likely be from the team, just what they're looking forward to. Maybe 2 members, but we're just going to randomly pick 2 of you and hopefully be free that night. I'll give you a heads up, obviously, just for a little chat, what you're looking forward to, blah, blah, blah. And that'll make it a bit more fun, so we don't know who's going to be on. And hopefully it'll be somebody that hasn't been on before. What do you think, Chad?
Yeah, no, that's fine. We can do that if we can get it in. It's just going to all depend on
we
how
will.
fast
We will.
it's done.
We'll get it.
Even if I can't get on, we'll get Matt on there or vice versa. If one of us is busy, we'll try to get it in. So
we'll do it.
All right, folks. That being said, I don't see any other comments except for thanks, lad. Good job. See you all this week from Danny. Doing this on the course. Okay. All you guys.
Frank's coming out too. Frank Botello.
Awesome. I see that. Frank, that's great. Frank the Tank, if you guys don't know.
Frank the Tank.
Man, we're going to have all kinds of great hands out there. Awesome. Can't wait to see you guys. Can't wait to see you guys all this Saturday. We're going to try to see you at the next live, but we'll see you all this week at some point.
Good luck.
We'll go ahead and play it out, Matt.